Australia's IBF World Bantamweight champ, Ebanie Bridges, has come out swinging recently after being branded by some critics as a talentless boxer who relies on her looks too much. Bridges is known for her racy weigh-in attire, but she also possesses the skills to back it up, proving that people will complain about anything. Today, we are discussing Bridges' recent words as she hits back against internet trolls, so stay with us. First up, let's take a quick look at her career so far. Bridges arrived late to the sport of boxing and only began her amateur career back in 2016 as a 29-year-old. A qualified mathematics teacher, she has actually grown up around combat sports, practicing karate until she was 13, then going on to train in kickboxing and Muay Thai before getting into competitive bodybuilding. As a young adult, she decided to go a different route and become a teacher, before coming back to combat sports in 2016. She amassed a record of 26-4 over her 2 years as an amateur, winning national Golden Gloves titles and a state championship bantamweight title along the way. Bridges turned pro in November 2018, fighting Mayeka Pereno on the Tim Tszyu undercard, scoring a majority decision win. She was actually dropped in the first round of the fight, but fought back to bag the victory, despite breaking her ankle during the bout. Her next two fights ended in TKO wins, before a couple of unanimous decision wins over Crystal Hoy and Carol Earl. She tasted defeat for the first time in her sixth professional fight, a unanimous decision defeat against Shannon Courtney. However, she got back to winning ways in her very next fight with a TKO win over Beck Connolly. She then beat Milise Gangloff before fighting for the IBF World title against Maria Cecilia Roman, which she won via unanimous decision. But even as a world champion, she's still catching heat. So what's been going on recently? Stay tuned to find out. Well, unfortunately, Bridges has had to defend herself recently after trolls decided to target her for her choice of weigh-in attire. Having teamed up with Eddie Hearn and the guys over at Matchroom Boxing of late, Ebanie has won hearts and minds with her boxing skills, as well as her weigh-in outfits. But of course, you can't please everyone, and she has been called out for getting naked at weigh-ins. Not that she's actually naked. The criticisms come from people who aren't happy with their own inadequacies and like to criticize others for being successful. She took to Twitter to respond to criticisms, saying, "I can't believe people are still complaining and trying to defame me by talking about my looks and that I apparently get naked. Guys, that's so shanny 2020. Get with the times, peeps. My boxing has done the talking. I'm the IBF World Champion and I didn't do it naked," she wrote. The shanny she was referring to was Shannon Courtney, one of her old opponents who she shares a healthy, or maybe not so healthy, back and forth with. Bridges went on to respond to a fan who had correctly suggested trolls are jealous, saying how if you're bigger than an AB cup, you better put a t-shirt on in case you upset people. Bar the fact that her online spelling and grammar need a lot of work, we can't really argue with her words. What do you guys think? What else did Bridges have to say then? Let's see. Well, she went on to correctly point out that male fighters are always seen topless during their weigh-ins, then questioned why people get so bent out of shape for her choice of skimpy outfits. She also rightly said that people have no problems with male boxers stripping off, saying 99% of boxers get their clothes off for a weigh-in, men and women. Not sure why people still have such a problem when I do it. She went on to complain that plenty of other female boxers wear nice underwear during weigh-ins, but for some reason, when she does it, it's viewed as unacceptable, going on to say she finds it so strange. She also said that once they see her during the weigh-in, they, boxing fans, then want to see if she can actually fight, saying, "And then they will tune into the fight the next day, then my numbers for the fight rise, and then I've got lots of new fans." Bridges also suggested that once they see a hot chick with big boobs, they quickly change their tune and now want to follow the sport. She finished by explaining, "It's all part of it. It's working really well and it will continue." Given the fact that she is world champion, surely she has earned the right to turn up to weigh-ins however she likes, as long as she is not completely naked, right? Next up, Ebanie has a non-boxing related dream. Stay with us. Bridges has recently been ordered to defend her IBF title for the first time against fellow Aussie Shannon O'Connell, but she also has her eyes on a slightly different prize. Having overcome the tough Argentinian Maria Cecilia Roman on points last time out, Bridges has suggested that she wants a more literal dance partner in the near future, speaking about Strictly Come Dancing. Explaining how she would feel sorry for anyone who was tasked with the job of teaching her to dance, Bridges said, "Mate, I can't dance for expletive," before describing any potential appearance on the dance competition as a mad challenge. The bantamweight beauty went on to say, "I have never danced in my life. I'm the kind of person that sits down at the club, or I would just fist pump and then sit back down again, because I've got no rhythm." Hilarious, but we get it. Somewhat surprisingly, Bridges went on to concede that people actually laugh at her when she dances. She went on to explain that she would love to do that, appear on Strictly, for the challenge and the cute dresses they wear. And she has previous experience when it comes to reality shows, having appeared on SAS Who Dares Wins Australia, coming up against pepper spray along the way. However, she did appear a little taken aback after receiving a serious dressing down from the SAS's Ollie Ollerton, describing the experience as a learning curve. What do you guys make of Ebanie's words? And now, is she set for a stint in the I'm a celebrity jungle? Let's discuss. According to recent rumors, Ebanie Bridges could be set to appear on hit UK reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Addressing the rumors recently, IBF champ Bridges admitted that she doesn't mind testes, and given her experience in reality TV, she is one of the frontrunners to actually win the whole thing should she take part. UK bookmakers Ladbrokes spoke of the possibility of Bridges taking part and how far she could actually go, saying, I'm a Celebrity Chiefs will no doubt be aiming for their most star-studded lineup yet to mark the return down under later this year, and the latest odds suggest the blonde bomber may well find herself jungle-bound in the coming months. She is currently 5-1 to actually take part in the hit reality show, which of course films in her home country, and she has refused to completely rule out an appearance herself. Recently speaking about the possibility of her appearing on Strictly, she went on to address the jungle, saying, as for I'm a celeb, I would do that, but I think I would struggle, especially with the eating challenges. I'm really funny with food. I can't even eat seafood. After explaining her difficulties with seafood, which probably isn't a great sign, she then said that she is more than aware that they eat much worse than that on the show. Do you think she would be a success? And finally, the boxing star has made a cheeky revelation. Stay tuned. Bridges set pulses racing when she ran a Q&A on her Instagram account last week, wearing a low-cut red sports top. When asked about what her favorite number was, Bridges replied with a slightly surprising answer, telling fans, if you know me and you follow me, you know 69 is my favorite number, before sticking her tongue out to the camera. Bridges, who is known to be a fan of Leeds United, possibly due to their Australia connections from the days of Harry Kewell and Mark Viduka, is known to only follow 69 people at any one time on Twitter, which must be pretty hard to keep a track of. She went on to say, LOL, I'm immature, but it's always been like that, and the people who are in that club feel super privileged. We bet they do. I mean, to be followed by a world champion boxer must be a great feeling, no matter the name of the club. What do you guys make of Bridges' comments? Let us know below. As always, thanks for joining us today, and remember to swing by again next time when we will be reviewing all sorts of other cool bits and pieces. And why not do us a solid by liking and sharing today's video, whilst also subscribing to our channel so you don't miss out on more great content in future. Bye guys!